Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. So if you're new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Today's look is going to be a daytime glam look with a bold red lip. We're going to be using the City Mini palette by Shayla. I'm so happy that I finally was able to get a hold of it. It had been sold out for like a week or so, and then you have to tack on like shipping and handling. So I've been waiting a cool couple of weeks to get my hands on this palette. So if you're interested in seeing how I achieve this look, just keep on watching. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and moisturize my lips. We don't want any crusty lips during the makeup process. That's just not cute. Next, I'm going to go in with my LA Colors Pro Concealer, basically to hide my dark circles and anywhere where I might get a little bit more red. A little bit around my nose. And then sometimes I'll put the concealer on some of my acne scars that are a little bit darker than most to cancel out some of the spots on my face. Now that I have everything blended in, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to put on my primer. I know that's kind of backwards, but there's a method to my madness. I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish. I mean, this is like old and faithful. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, but I'm open for suggestions for other primers. Before I do concealer, I usually put on extra primer water just in case. I use the Smashbox, the Photo Finish Primer Water. I have really oily skin, so right now what's working for me is once I color correct and then I put on my primer, then I can go in and I feel like I just am setting my base. It could not be, you know, true. It could not really be working, but I actually have found success using this method right here. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Smashbox, my Studio Finish, or the Studio Skin, in the color 3.3. And I hear that they don't even make this color anymore. I feel like they only make the 3.5. Although I did buy this on HSN because it wasn't available in Sephora. So I'm just going to take a few pumps of this foundation and using my Morphe 439 brush, just going to buff away. Okay, when I have my foundation covering the way that I feel like it should be covering my face, I go in with my concealer, which I'm still using MAC, but I'm open for suggestions on new concealer. Right now I am in the color NW35 in the Pro Longwear Concealer. I just take my Real Techniques concealer brush and I just go under my eyes and all the high points of my face that I want to enhance. And I'm kind of lazy, so I use concealer as an eyelid primer because I just feel like, why not kill two birds with one stone? Because I just like to save as much time as I can because makeup is a process. And then I usually just take just a regular beauty sponge, dry of course, and then I just kind of just pat in to make sure that there are no fine lines, no creases, no anything under my eye or in like the corners of my eye, because that's just not cute, and the eyeshadow won't lay down as well. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set with powder. Shout out to Patrick Starr. Like, I wasn't even checking for DERMABLEND, but this new loose setting powder that they have, like, I'm really digging it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my Morphe E52 brush and just tap a little and put it on all the spots of my face where I get the most oily, which is pretty much everywhere. Okay, now that I have set my face with as much powder as I could possibly stand, we are gonna go ahead and start with the fun part. So I am late to the party, but it's not my fault that Makeup by Shayla, her City Mini palette, was sold out like for 3 weeks. I'm just getting my hands on this, so I'm kind of late, but we're gonna be using this palette. I'm so proud of her. This is going to be like a daytime glam look if you're going off to work, but you want to give your eyes a little bit of pop before you go into the office, or if you just want to put on makeup for the day and just go out and run errands. This look is for everybody. I'm going to take this is my Vasanti Contour Eyeshadow brush in the number 4. I got this in my Ipsy Glam bag this summer. I can't remember which summer month it was, but I like it as a blending brush for my crease. So I'm just going to take this color right here and just buff that into my crease. Okay, so I like where I'm going. So for the outer V, I'm gonna go ahead with my 116 brush from Sonia Kashuk. If I'm pronouncing her name wrong, please somebody put the pronunciation in the comments, okay? Please and thanks. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of this black color right here, just very lightly, just to give my outer corner a nice little definition. So what I'm gonna go ahead now and do is the shimmer color on my lid. So first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Morphe 224 brush, and then with a little bit of this primer water, just kind of dampen my brush a little bit, you know. Makes the shimmer a little easier to pick up. And then I'm gonna take this darker shade right here, and then I'm just gonna put a little bit into the middle of my eyelids, because remember, this is a work look, so can't have too much going on depending on what kind of job you have. But hey, makeup is for everybody. There are no rules. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in with this burgundy shade right here to go ahead and buff out the fine lines where the top of my eye socket meets with the glitter. Okay, now to blend out everything, I love using my Morphe 330 brush to go ahead and just blend everything together, because I really like my makeup to have like a gradient effect, because I just think that it looks better. That's just me. If y'all have any other tips or tricks, y'all let me know. And then I'm not going to use a brow bone color, because that's just not really my thing, and I just don't want to just go over and above, because the It's just a simple look. But hey, if that's what you want to do, by all means, I'm just laying out the foundation for y'all. Okay, so now that we have that going, I lost my train of thought. Right, powder. Duh. So for powder, I have been using the PUR, the 4-in-1 pressed mineral makeup. I slept on PUR too. I was literally at Ulta and I saw like this really cute little makeup palette, and I was just like, who is this by? And the sales associate was like, oh, this is by PUR. Like, okay, all right, that's fine by me. And then I saw the pressed powder and I was just like, well, let me try it. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna take my e.l.f. brush. Can you believe this is by e.l.f.? It looks like a Sephora brush, doesn't it? No, e.l.f. is trying to come up. But no, I'm just gonna take my e.l.f. brush. I digress. All right, so now that we have brought some color back into my skin, what we're gonna do now is I'm just going to take my bronzer from NYX. I'm in the color Deep. I don't really contour like that. I just, like I said, I'm a little bit on the lazy side. I really just like to simplify my makeup and still be beautiful without all the 50 bajillion steps. But to each his own. I'm not afraid to try new things, so let me know if there's a new contour stick I need to try. Alright, so with my Morphe, my R14 brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and just bronze my face. I don't snatch my nose, but I have to make sure that my nose looks right, but that's where highlighter comes in. So for highlighter, I'm actually going to take a little bit of the lighter shade here, and with this Real Techniques, it's a contour brush, but I've been using it for other stuff. So I'm just gonna use this and just highlight just a little bit before I put on my blush. All right, a little does go a long way. So for blush, I'm gonna be using this PACIFICA blush. I really, honestly, I wish I had more information on this, but I got this in my Ipsy Glam bag this summer and I actually like it. I switched between this and NARS because I just like the formula. So I'm just gonna take this darker shade right here and just put a little on my cheekbones to give me that nice rosy glow pink that I like. Alright, and one last thing that I like to do is I like to take my powder brush and just to be on the safe side, just kind of dust away any extra powder, blush, highlighter to make sure everything blends in and just looks natural. You don't want to ever look like you're wearing makeup. You want people to do like a double take, you know? Okay. Now for brows, I know some of y'all are probably like, what the hell is she doing? Is she gonna leave her brows like that? No. So my brow routine is actually really simple. I have never really gotten my eyebrows plucked or waxed or threaded or anything. I really fought my mom on this because she was just like, Jennifer, you know, just don't touch your eyebrows. You know, they're a decent shape, you know, just give yourself a little bit of time, you know, to double check and see if, you know, you even want to, you know, do anything to your eyebrows. My mother knew her child because I'm lazy when it comes to makeup. That is one extra step that I don't have to do if I don't want to. But sometimes I'll fill in a little bit and give them more depth and color, but for the most part I just comb and go. Okay, so for eyeliner, what I'm going to use is I'm going to use my Kat Von D, the tattoo liner. I'm gonna go ahead and spray on my setting spray before I do my before I actually do my mascara. Right now I'm using Boscia. I'm using the white charcoal mattifying makeup setting spray. I've been using this since the beginning of the year, and I can honestly say, like, somebody else is really gonna have to come with it to make me jump ship. I'm willing to try, but it's a hard act to follow. Okay, so once my eyelashes look like Diana Ross in the 1970s, now I can go ahead and change my clothes, and we will get to lips when I get back. So this completes my daytime glam look using the City Mini palette by Shayla. I'm so glad that I was able to get my hands on it once they finally restocked in my area. Girl, I love the colors. I love the color payoff. The blendability of these colors are great. From day to night, from night to day, you have several looks to choose from in this palette. So shout out to you, girl. You did your thing on this. For my hair, I've gotten a couple of people asking me on Instagram about my hair. Shout out to Alyssa Forever. She posted a photo on her Instagram, and I was like, what hair are you using? And I saw it, I bought it, and I can honestly say, like, this crochet set has lasted me, like, I want to say 7-8 weeks. Like, we're pushing probably 8 or 9 weeks with this install in my hair. So that's all the time that I have. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Connect with me. I love connecting with people. And I invite you on this new journey of mine. So just stay tuned, and I'll see you all at my next upload.